and we are talking about the difference between waterfront and Waterview homes. What's the difference?
Price tag.
All right, welcome back to Doc Talks, and we are talking about the difference between waterfront and Waterview homes. What's the difference?
Price tag.
I was gonna say water, but sure.
The value, yeah, there's definitely a tremendous difference in what you are going to pay between those two pieces of property. So it's a conversation I have quite a bit. I think it depends on what budget is and what your expectation for the home is. If you want a really, really nice home and the budget maybe doesn't fit for finding something that is waterfront, very easy to transition, especially like Lake Travis, Canyon Lake, places where you're probably going to go to a marina and go get in your boat there. You're going to be driving anyway. So if you want the nicer house and the view works for you, you can get a little bit more bang for your buck if you're off the water.
A lot more bang for your buck in some circumstances.
And as long as you have water access. Around here, we're on Lake Dunlap. We've got a couple of public access points. Although the topography around here doesn't necessarily lend itself. It's very hard to find water view home.
Yeah, if you get on top of the roof and get on your tippy toes.
So for me, it's really just Canyon Lake. But yeah, the difference can be, $400,000 or $500,000 between those two property types,
if not more.
Yeah, I would say up on the Highland Lakes, it's definitely Lake Travis, but the other one a lot of people forget about is Lake Austin.
Oh, right.
You've got some amazing views of that lake. Just the different hills and cliffs. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. And you can save literally millions having a view of the water and having access to it rather than just having a waterfront house. Because that price tag definitely increases quite a bit.
All right, I know y'all always say I make fun of Zillow, but I'm making fun of Zillow in this one.
Please do.
Go for it.
Because, a lot of times when people are looking for a waterfront house, they get on Zillow and they do the map search and stuff, but it kind of gets close. They'll go drive out to a house and realize that it's across the street and not on the water. And they were super excited about a $650,000 house with 4 bedrooms, 3 baths on Lake Austin. And come to find out, it was not on the water. It frustrates a lot of buyers, which is why when I created the website, I wanted to create a functional website that got people to where they wanted to go without dead ends, without misinformation. By misinformation is this waterfront or is this not waterfront? So on that point, a little off topic, but I had to take the opportunity.
I'll go further off topic since you mentioned Zillow. And I want to give a shout out to one of my favorite clients, Ryan Woolley. Ryan texted me yesterday and he screenshotted a Zestimate and asked me if that looked appropriate for a property. And I actually said to him, we can't be friends.
I love you, Ryan. You can call me next time.
I love you, Ryan. And he got a big kick out of that. But Zestimates and waterfront property absolutely do not work, period.
Well, and they don't pick up, a lot of Zestimates have no idea what's sold off market either.
They don't know what's off market. They don't know what waterfront improvements add to the value of a home, I should say. They can't pick up on these lakes here if you're 2 miles one from the other, if you're on Lake McQueeney or if you're on Lake Placid.
Or if you're even on the lake, because again, they don't have a waterfront yes, no feature.
Anyway, please don't use Zillow is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Lakehousesforsale.net, the number 4.
No, but seriously, it's definitely something to consider though. The view homes, if your budget, and a lot of times it's kind of like, say like a McQueeney or LBJ, where we don't maybe have a lot of the view, but I equate the view homes versus, lakefront homes as canal versus open water. Sure. So whereas Dunlap, we don't have, view homes, but we do have canal properties.
We do furthermore, we have access properties. So, if you really want to be on a specific lake, like maybe you want to be on LBJ where we don't have a ton of views if you're off water, or Lake Dunlap, we have several neighborhoods around these lakes where you can be where there's a community access point. So again, if you're thinking value, that's another way. If you don't have to have the view, that's another way to get yourself where you can enjoy the water.
Yeah, we have a lot of our Horseshoe Bay clients. They really want to be in Horseshoe Bay, and they want really, really nice homes. So they'll either go on a canal or access, whether it's you know, close to the resort, or you know, an HOA park or one of the public parks.
There are ways to do it where you don't have to spend $1.5 million is the bottom line.
Unlimited price point, we got you all day long. Everything you want and more.
If you want to know more about waterfront properties or water view properties, give us a shout. We'll see you on the water.